Are you interested in Brooklyn bedding, but you're not sure which of their 3 main mattresses are right for you? Well, we're going to talk about that in today's video. Hey, how's it going? This is Owen, I'm a CNET, and in today's video we're doing a head-to-head comparison between the Brooklyn Bedding Essential mattress, the Brooklyn Bedding Signature mattress, and the Brooklyn Bedding Aurora Luxe. Brooklyn Bedding has a lot of different mattresses, but they've never really done a sort of good, better, best model that we see with a lot of other brands, and with the new edition of the Brooklyn Essential, they kind of have that now. So we're gonna go through the differences between these 3 mattresses and figure out which one might be best for you. If that sounds good and you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, we really appreciate it. And a ton of stuff to help you with your online mattress search will be linked for you down below in the description, so be sure to take a look. Let's start by just going through a brief overview of the mattress policies from Brooklyn Bedding, and then go into what these beds have in common before getting into their key differences. So all of these beds will ship to your door at no extra cost inside of a large box, roll packed in a bunch of plastic. Now, unboxing these beds is pretty quick and easy to do. We definitely recommend having someone there to help you because it makes the process go a lot more smoothly, especially if you're getting a larger size. And the Brooklyn Bedding Aurora Luxe will weigh a bit more than the Brooklyn Essential, so that's something to keep in mind as well. Once the bed arrives at your door, not when you start sleeping on it, is when your 120-night trial period begins. So I wouldn't schedule a mattress delivery for when you're about to go on vacation because that will eat into your trial period. If you decide within that 120 nights that the bed isn't really for you, you can return it and get a refund. However, there will be a $99 fee attached to that refund. There's usually no upfront fee to return it, but they will deduct that $99 from your refund. Now, in the past, Brooklyn Bedding offered completely free returns, and the vast majority of brands did offer free returns. We're seeing more and more brands start to institute this type of fee, and Brooklyn Bedding is one of them. Some brands do still offer free returns, but again, we're seeing less and less, and if that's something you're interested in, you might want to look elsewhere. Now, I would be surprised if you are, watching this video, doing a ton of research, that you do wind up returning whatever bed you decide to buy, and if you do decide to keep one of these beds from Brooklyn Bedding, you're looking at a standard 10-year warranty. So more info about these policies should be linked down below in the description, including how to actually return a mattress, because it probably doesn't work exactly the way you think it does. But enough about that stuff, let's get into the other similarities between the Brooklyn Bedding Essential, the Signature, and the Aurora Luxe. So we would generally describe the feel of all 3 beds to be in the same category, although they're not going to be exactly the same in terms of feel. They use similar foams. All 3 foams do use some type of copper flex foam, which is proprietary to Brooklyn Bedding. This stuff is a more neutral responsive foam, which has a generally soft neutral profile that's quite responsive. So that means it doesn't really behave very much like a memory foam. You don't really sink into it all that much. It doesn't really conform to your body's shape, and it's not slow to respond, but it's not going to be ultra responsive like a latex foam or something like we see on Purple with their Gel Flex grid material. Just a really nice balance. All 3 of these beds also use the same support layer. You get about 8 inches of pocketed coils that'll provide you some nice long-term support and durability, and some extra bounce to the mattress. There will be more foams in the construction of the Signature and the Aurora Luxe in comparison to the Essential, but we would generally describe all 3 beds to have a neutral hybrid feel that most people tend to like well enough. If you're looking for more of a bouncy latex feel or more of a sink-in memory foam feel, you might want to look at other beds from Brooklyn Bedding, like the Plank Natural Firm or the Titan Plus Luxe. Let's start getting into the key differences between these mattresses now, and the biggest thing is going to be the firmness level of all 3 beds. So with the Brooklyn Bedding Essential, it only comes in one firmness option when you're checking out, and in our test we found that to be somewhere around a medium, maybe slightly firmer. This is exactly what Brooklyn Bedding describes it on their website, and we tend to agree. This means the Brooklyn Bedding Essential is going to be a nice option for pretty much all sleeper types, back, stomach, side, and combination. On the Signature and the Aurora Luxe though, you get 3 firmness options, a soft, a medium, and a firm. We found the medium version of both beds to be around a medium, very similar to the Essential, but you also have more specialized soft and firm options. If you're more of a strict side sleeper looking for max pressure relief, you'll probably want to go with the soft option of either the Aurora or the Signature. Same goes if you are more of a strict back or stomach sleeper, you want less give in your mattress, you'll want to go with the firm model of either bed. So if you're just looking for a medium firmness level in your next mattress, then the Essential makes a lot of sense, but you have more options available with the Signature and the Aurora Luxe. And speaking of options, you just have more options available aside from the firmness level with the Signature and the Aurora Luxe. With the Signature and the Aurora Luxe, you can spend up a little bit to add a cloud pillow top to the mattress, which makes the mattress a bit thicker, gives it more of a pillow top tufted design, and it changes the feel profile of the beds just a little bit, more of a pillow top as opposed to a neutral hybrid. We did a whole video on this additional feature with the Aurora Luxe mattress if you want to check that out. And the biggest theme though is that you have more options available with the Signature and the Aurora Luxe in comparison to the Essential. And then the biggest difference between the Aurora Luxe and the Signature mattress is that the Aurora Luxe comes with a cooling cover by default. And this is actually one of our favorite cooling beds because the cool factor of the cover is pretty strong. You'll feel it through some sheets and it should help you sleep a few degrees cooler at night, which is really excellent for hot sleepers. Now, most mattresses will sleep temperature neutral. There aren't that many beds that do have these active cooling elements that will work to cool you down while you sleep, and the Aurora Luxe is one of the best on the market in our opinion. And you can get that cooling cover with the Signature if you spend up for it, but the Brooklyn Bedding Aurora Luxe has it by default. And the difference in price between the Brooklyn Bedding Signature with the pillow top and the Aurora Luxe without it is actually really, really small. So on the Aurora Luxe, you're really gonna get that cooling factor, and that is the biggest difference between the two of those beds. The Brooklyn Bedding Essential though has no cooling factor, and as of now there is no option to add a cooling factor. And then the last and probably most important difference between these three beds is going to come down to pricing. As you would expect, the Brooklyn Bedding Essential is going to be the most affordable, the Signature is going to be in the middle, and the Aurora Luxe is going to be the most expensive. As of right now, they are offering pretty steep discounts on all three beds, but most of the year you can pick up a Brooklyn Bedding Essential mattress for around $700, a Brooklyn Bedding Signature for around $1,000, and a Brooklyn Bedding Aurora Luxe for around $1,300 to $1,400. So pretty significant price gaps between all three beds, and that makes quite a bit of sense because you have just the basic, most affordable mattress that doesn't really have any bells and whistles with the Brooklyn Bedding Essential. That is easily the most affordable. Then you have the step up that's right in the middle that gives you those Firmness options and the optional cloud pillow top cooling cover. And then you have the more luxurious mattress with the cooling factor by default. And that's pretty much the story between these three mattresses. In my personal opinion, I would definitely recommend most people check out the Brooklyn Bedding Signature mattress first because it's a really good combination of quality and value. Its price point is pretty competitive with even some all-foam mattresses, yet you're still getting those hybrid coils, which are really, really popular with a lot of people. And you also just have the option to pick and choose your firmness level, which is kind of uncommon with beds at this price point. Now, if you're just looking for a medium and you don't want a mattress with any bells and whistles, then the Brooklyn Bedding Essential makes a ton of sense in my opinion. I think it's a great new addition to the Brooklyn Bedding mattress lineup. But also if you're a hot sleeper looking for every advantage to help you sleep a little bit cooler, then the Brooklyn Bedding Aurora Luxe also makes a lot of sense, and this is one of my personal favorite beds regardless of price. So what do you think? Which of these three Brooklyn Bedding mattresses would you choose? Let us know in the comment section. And again, tons of stuff in the description to help you out with your online mattress search, including full written reviews of all of these beds. If you found this video helpful or interesting in any way, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it a lot. But that's going to do it for me. This is Owen of CNET Sleep. I'll see you in the next one.